What if a primetime cartoon has been quietly writing tomorrow's headlines for 3 decades? From a billionaire descending a golden escalator to a hologram doctor probing a patient's brain, The Simpsons has sketched it all years before the real world caught up. Think about it. A 2000 gag places Donald Trump in the Oval Office, and 15 years later, he's sworn in. A throwaway sight gag of campaign posters marked Trump 2024 suddenly feels less like a punchline and more like a prophecy. And that's just the opening act. The show has ticked off baby cry translators, Mars suburbs, VR dining rooms, and even a backyard black hole, large enough to swallow a town. Each idea now echoed by headlines from 2023 to 2025. Coincidence, collective memory, or something stranger? Tonight, we're unpacking 7 uncanny predictions, sprinting from the White House to the edge of the universe, to see how an animated sitcom keeps colliding with reality. Each chapter adds a fresh twist: political dynasties, cosmic wildcards, tech leaping off the screen, rogue robots, pandemic déjà vu, and a final doomsday clock that's louder than ever. So grab a donut, silence your phone, and keep your eyes on the screen, because satire might be steering the news. Stick around. The closer we look, the weirder it gets. Right after this chapter, we'll revisit a joke that started as background noise in 1999, but went on to redraw the American political map. Buckle up. First stop: the prank no one in Washington believed until January 20th, 2016. Politics on fast forward. In 2000, The Simpsons gave the world a glimpse of what seemed like a joke in an episode titled Bart to the Future. Lisa Simpson becomes President of the United States, inheriting a nation in financial ruin with her father's policies to blame. But the real kicker came when Bart's vision of the future showed Donald Trump as U.S. President. A laughable moment back then. No one could have predicted that this prophecy would come to life 16 years later. Trump's run for the presidency in 2016 stunned everyone. But here's the twist: The Simpsons had already laid the groundwork. By 2024, the show doubled down on its predictions, including a scene with Trump campaign signs everywhere. For those who remember the episode, it seemed like an eerie reflection of reality, a forecast no one saw coming until it happened. And now, just as the series had fun with political dynasties, there's chatter about Ivanka Trump possibly continuing the family's legacy in 2028, just as Lisa Simpson's own presidential campaign is mentioned in the show. How far does this dynasty talk go? Will Ivanka follow in her father's political footsteps or carve out a new path? The idea of a political dynasty is as American as apple pie, with the Bushes and Kennedys leading the way for decades. So what's the deal with this Trump 2028 speculation? Could it become reality? What was once a mere gag is now eerily plausible. And it doesn't stop here. The next chapter takes us beyond Earth's borders, exploring how The Simpsons imagined Mars colonization years before SpaceX made it a goal. Stay tuned. The universe is bigger than we thought, and Springfield might be the only one who knew first. Cosmic wildcards. In 2012, The Simpsons offered an oddball storyline that still feels ahead of its time. In the episode Treehouse of Horror 23, a tiny black hole is accidentally created in Springfield by a subatomic collider. Naturally, Homer and the family start tossing garbage into it. What begins as a gag turns to chaos when the black hole grows uncontrollably, swallowing the house, the town, and eventually all of Springfield. While cartoonish, today the reality behind the joke has scientists wondering, could something like this happen? Fast forward to 2024, and NASA has made a monumental discovery. the farthest black hole ever found, located 13 billion light-years away. Meanwhile, CERN's Large Hadron Collider, set to restart in 2025, is a real-world experiment that could, in theory, produce small black holes when particles collide at high speeds. It's extremely unlikely, but the idea still captivates the public, especially after advances in quantum physics. A new discovery in our own galaxy, a black hole about 1,000 light-years away, with 100,000 times the mass of our Sun, sparked global interest. Space agencies and universities are ramping up funding for black hole studies. Even though the chance of one coming close to Earth is practically zero, what was once a cartoon joke about a black hole swallowing Springfield is now fueling real-world curiosity. The mysteries of the cosmos are more exciting and terrifying than ever. Stay tuned, because the next chapter brings us back to Earth for real sci-fi tech creeping into daily life. The future of baby language translators. Everyday tech jumps off the screen. In 1992, The Simpsons imagined a baby language translator in Brother, Can You Spare Two Dimes? Homer's half-brother Herb invents a device that translates baby gurgles into words. In 2024, researchers in Barcelona worked with ZoomDream, a company studying baby cries via sound, facial expressions, and body movements. They achieved 92% accuracy in predicting what a baby needed: food, sleep, or comfort, launching a baby monitor in 2023 that sold out in record time. Other tech giants like Google have joined the baby monitor market, creating smart devices that not only translate cries, but predict future needs. By 2025, an app will play lullabies tailored to a baby's mood. Doctors are investigating whether cry analysis technology could detect early signs of autism or other developmental issues. A once silly concept is now a game changer for parenting, blending humor with life-altering tech. While our babies are being understood, tech is flying high. Literally. In the next chapter, we explore flying cars and the surprising reality of airborne commutes, dark tech, and media mind games. When The Simpsons dropped the 2001 episode, New Kids on the Blech, its hidden backward lyric, Join the Navy, felt like satire. Today, persuasion by pop is a booming business. Brands funnel budgets into nano-influencers, ordinary TikTok or Spotify creators with loyal followings, and by early 2025, nearly 67% of B2B marketers say influencer work tops awareness spending. The US military noticed. Since 2019, Navy and Army esports teams stream on Twitch, chatting with teens about enlistment. No backward lyrics needed, just catchy beats, meme edits, and endless chat scrolls. Add AI-generated music, and the line between art and algorithm blurs. On Deezer, roughly 18% of new uploads are fully AI-made, 20,000 tracks a day. Analysts warn that subtle emotional cues or political talking points could be baked into songs at industrial scale before listeners spot the difference. Manipulation isn't confined to earbuds. Remember Itchy and Scratchy Land, where theme park robots glitch and attack guests? Real-world robotics has logged its own horror trailers. A Nightscope K5 security bot famously knocked a toddler down at a California mall, sparking liability debates. As AI systems grow more autonomous, researchers like Dr. Stuart Russell warn humanity is building machines we may not fully control, urging strict safety rules after a 2024 open letter on runaway AI risks. Fossil fuel giants channel Springfield-style sabotage. Greenpeace reports detailed disinformation campaigns casting doubt on clean energy, echoing Lisa's solar car being stalled by a blimp's shadow. From invisible hooks in playlists to robots with minds of their own, the show's darkest jokes are inching toward reality. If that sounds unsettling, wait until Springfield handles global plagues and ticking doomsday clocks. Pandemics, zombies, and the doomsday clock. When Springfield coughs, the world catches cold. In the 1993 episode, Marge in Chains, boxes of juicers from a Japanese factory carry a fictional Osaka flu. Within days, the virus blankets the town. Hospitals overflow. Panic buying erupts. An uncanny dress rehearsal for COVID-19 3 decades later. The show even nails the blame game. Townsfolk demand a miracle cure, mirroring 2020 stampedes for improvised fixes. 16 seasons on, Springfield faces a tastier threat in the 2009 segment, Don't Have a Cow, Mankind. Krusty Burger Squared, made from cows fed to cows, sparks a flesh-eating muncher outbreak, a riff on real-world mad cow scandals. Bioengineers now warn lab-grown pathogens or tainted supply chains could create tomorrow's superbugs. Public health agencies are tightening surveillance networks, drafting 2025 action plans, pulling genomic data in real time to flag odd clusters. Looming over every contagion is the ticking doomsday clock. In January 2025, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists nudged the hands from 90 to 89 seconds before midnight, citing rogue AI, nuclear saber rattling, and lingering pandemic fallout, the closest to catastrophe since 1947. Whether cartoon viruses, cannibal burgers, or a clock no one wants to hear tick, Springfield keeps sketching worst-case scenarios we'd rather ignore. Are these predictions coincidence, or do they reveal blind spots we refuse to see? Keep that in mind, because in our final chapter we tie every thread together and challenge you to guess the next prophecy before it lands on the evening news. Conclusion and viewer challenge. After 7 stops, from Oval Office shockers to baby cry decoders, black hole nightmares, flying cars, covert earworm propaganda, rogue robots, and pandemic deja vu, one thing is clear. The Simpsons isn't just lampooning pop culture. It keeps bumping straight into it. Theory 1. Satire as self-fulfilling prophecy. Writers scoop up cutting-edge research, wrap it in neon humor, and beam it to millions. Some of those millions grow up to be engineers, politicians, or entrepreneurs who say, hey, why not make that baby translator or Mars colony a reality? Jokes become prototypes. Prototypes become press releases. Theory 2. Sharp eyes, shared trajectory. A 34-season writer room stuffed with trivia buffs might simply be better at spotting trends early. Scientific papers, obscure policy memos, whispers from Silicon Valley, then exaggerating them for laughs. Throw enough darts at tomorrow and some hits look psychic. Whichever camp you're in, one truth sticks. The line between cartoon satire and headline news gets thinner every year. Smash that like button and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next episode where fiction and fact collide. Here's your challenge. Scroll the comments and drop your pick for the next Springfield prophecy. Will it be quantum teleportation for daily commutes, a global tax on memes, Homer's dream of donut-flavored nutrition pills? We'll pin the wildest yet plausible prediction and revisit it in 12 months to see if reality once again catches up with the world's most prophetic cartoon. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, the future might already be in reruns.